What's up, guys? This is Hayden G230 here, and I just got back, actually a week ago, I just got back from PAX. I was actually going to upload this the day I got back because I got back on Sunday, but the con plague got me. I'll get to that later, though. But other than that, yes, I went to PAX this year and had an absolute blast. Basically, I was at PAX not the entire time, but from Thursday to Sunday. So I had a Friday and a Saturday pass, and I'm just going to talk about it. This is going to be a PAX recap video. Basically landed in Seattle Thursday night, took the train to the Airbnb, which is about a mile from the convention center, downhill too. So that was nice going to the convention center whenever we did, but walking back was a bitch. going uphill, that was not fun. Anyway, went to my Airbnb, met with Ardent Prayer, and then basically kind of called it a night. We got dinner at this like little drive-in place, but it wasn't really a drive-in because there were no cars, and like you kind of wait outside. Got a little drive-in place for dinner, and then passed the fuck out after a day of travel. And then Friday was a lot of fun. Met up with our other good friend Thesk Daram. He hasn't been in any of my videos. He probably will be in the future, but met up with him and walked the convention floor. The other guys we'll get to later, but we walked the convention floor and it was pretty cool. And I got super stoked when I saw Ace Combat 7, and you know I played it. That's the one game I waited in line for. I would have waited in line for Smash if it wasn't the longest line in the fucking convention center. You'd be waiting all day just to play Smash. For any Nintendo Switch game, rather. Just like there was a line, there was like two main lines. I know I'm going off on a tangent for Ace Combat, but there were two main lines for the Nintendo Switch area. One for Smash, which was the longest line in the entire convention, and then another line for just like other Nintendo games. Like you were able to play Pokemon, but that one was like pretty long, but like not as long as Smash, but it was pretty long. Like you'd be waiting at least like 4 hours. There was that, but I did play Ace Combat 7, and basically it was a demo mode. I did all right for a PlayStation. The demos were with a PlayStation, which makes sense, but it's coming out for Xbox. The demo, I tried to get like footage of. I didn't bring a capture card, so it would have been like crappy. It would have been like crappy handheld from like either Ardent or Thesk, but they went to go do their own thing because the line for Ace Combat, it was about like a 45-minute wait, and like they are not interested, and I respect them for that. I don't care if like they're not interested. Like do what they want to do. They paid for their passes. I paid for mine. I want to play Ace Combat. They want to do something else. I don't mind that. So but there was a normal mode. Like when you first boot up the demo, it's like language, and like there were actually a ton of options. But like for some reason, my game was in German, and I had to like set it to English. And then, but there's like German, Japanese, and English, and I think French. And so I had to like change it to French. And then there was an easy mission or not easy, but a normal mission, and then an elite rank or hard. I can't remember what it was. I played the easy one thinking I'll go back tomorrow and play the hard one because there were two different missions. I'll show footage from the trailer and what I have on my phone from waiting in line because they had two giant monitors, giant screens showing gameplay of people that were in the booths, and when I played, mine was featured, and it was great. I didn't play the hard one. It was featured in the trailer. It's that one with like the giant rock spires and where Soul 1 does the crazy flip, and right before it probably guns you down. That was the hard mission. I've never seen the mission I played before. I've never seen the quote unquote normal mission. I did get crappy footage waiting in line. You'll probably see that looped several times because I only have so much footage. So I have that. You had the option of playing a Typhoon, a Typhoon, a Raphael M. I still don't know how to say that, but a Rafali M, a Raphael M. I don't know. I'll have the text up on the screen. I don't know. And an F-14. I played as an F-14, obviously being my favorite Navy plane. Played an F-14, and all the secondary weapons were unlocked. It was like your standard, like the long range, like default. I think it was like an LAAM. That's what the game calls it. Like the standard long range one that sucks at everything else, but except long range targets. Didn't use that. A UGB, unguided bomb, and then a standard like 6 lock-on missile. And I had that. I used that and there were no targets, or there were targets, but no objective. You could clearly tell it was a demo mode because there was no objective. It was just gun down tanks, shoot planes, destroy installations, stuff like that. There was literally no objective. And like the commentary from like other pilots in the sky and like, I guess command was just like, go at it. It wasn't till like near the end of my demo session where I realized, oh, that's my footage on the back because people were reacting to stuff I was doing. Like I did just like your standard like loop-de-loop, but with a high G maneuver. And people were like, oh shit, you could do that, I guess. I'm not sure. And then they reacted when I gunned down a convoy of tanks. They're like, ooh, and I was like, oh, that's me. I look behind me and my F-14's on the screen. I'm like, oh, snap. So I'm doing like all this cool shit until the timer runs out. Some of the other people playing the demo crashed or got shot down or something. Mine, I just ran out of time. And it was about 10 minutes of gameplay. And that's why the line was, the line was short, but the wait was long. Like I said, it was like 45 minutes. Other than that, the game played great. If I played on an Xbox, I'd probably do a lot better. But like, it took a while just to like get my feet wet because I'm on a PlayStation controller. I hate the thumbstick location on a PlayStation controller. It's just like, it was weird. It was just weird. But anyway, Ace Combat 7, I look forward to getting. Seriously, it looks fun. Back to other things. Middle of the day, we took a break. Ardent, Thesk, and I, we took a break. We went on Discord, talked with our friends and stuff like that weren't there. In the afternoon, we went to the later hours, like the last 2 hours of the convention. There were some Halo things. Ardent got Rise of Atriox, the hardcover. There's a Dark Horse booth with like Halo little figures and comic books, like collections. Like they had Escalation, they had Rise of Atriox, but that was pretty much it when in regards to Halo merch. At the Xbox booth, they had a Needler shirt. Lame, right? But I mean, they were really like shoving Sea of Thieves and Tomb Raider and The Division. They were really promoting that, and Fallout. There's a bottle cap machine at the Xbox booth. Friday night though, a lot of the Halo guys got together at a sports bar across the street from the Space Needle, and I got starstruck. Like I knew some guys were there. I knew Hidden Xperia would be there. I knew Halo Cannon would be there. And then like people like not necessarily other YouTubers, but like people that are our friends, like Lord Tarkham, Thesk Durant. Like even though Thesk, Ardent, and I were pretty much together the entire day. But just like other people, just like other Halo peeps, other notable people in the community. It went fucking overboard. It was I'll show the picture right now, but LTN was there. Richard Sims, I got super fucking starstruck when Richard Sims showed up. I was like, holy crap, the esports commentator showed up to have dinner with us dweebs. That, Uber Nick, Spartacat, Fletch. I had a drink with Fletch. That was amazing. Unicraken. That's another guy who was like, oh yeah, he's our friend. He's gonna show up for sure. General Kid, but like a ton of people showed up. It was crazy, and it was like, and that's just, and like it was just nice meeting people from the Halo community, like really nice, genuine people, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Friday night, that dinner was awesome. That was probably the highlight of PAX for me. Ardent and I were sitting next to each other, and it was just like, dude, this is nuts. Look who we're having dinner with. Moving on to Saturday. Saturday, I walked the convention floor with the other guys. I walked the convention floor with Ian, basically Toa Freak, Halo Cannon, and Hidden Xperia, and then later on in the day, met up with Actman and Chris Raygun. From there, we went to a panel called Maestros of Video Games, and it featured these guys, one of them being Marty O'Donnell, who does the old Halo games. And that was pretty cool, watching their panel, listening to their stories about how they started making music for video games. It was pretty interesting. And then there was a meet and greet / autograph signing. Waited in line with Ackman, Hidden Xperia, and Chris Raygun, and got a piece of art signed for a friend, and also my copy of Halo Fractures signed. And I also was able to ask 2 questions. Now, this is how my interview with Marty O'Donnell went down. I was in line. I'm like, I don't know what to ask him. So I added friends in my Discord. I was like, hey, who wants to, I rarely at everyone, but I added everyone. Like, hey, who wants to ask Marty O'Donnell a question? Jones, who's been in a ton of my videos, asked, how hard was it to get Steve Vai for Halo 2? And I was like, all right, perfect. I'll ask that. Asked him that. He said Bungie came through and had a list of people, and he was just able to he's just like, pick anyone. Like they came in, like Bungie came in clutch with that, and we're just like, anyone would be great. And they got Steve Vai. So after talking to him, my brain just to start flowing. I'm like, all right, time to ask like my own question. And I asked, this was sort of in relation to my most recent video, the video after this one, that little, do you have a better idea meme? I asked if he worked on that little snippet of the flip music from Halo CE. And he said, yes, but they originally wanted Led Zeppelin, but they couldn't get the licensing. I was like, that's incredible. They tried to get Led Zeppelin in Halo CE. That's crazy. But they couldn't get the licensing, so they had to just create their own original music. I had other internet friends sign that same book too, just like the inside. Marty O'Donnell signed the cover, and then I had internet friends, people from the Halo community, sign the inside of my book. That, for the most part, was Saturday. I did walk the convention hall again, but that was pretty much my experience at PAX. Saturday night, Ardent and I just did stupid shit, and that's when it started sinking in. I got the con plague. Before I left for PAX, I was like, I'm going to try not to get con plague. This is my first legitimate con I'm going to. I prepared myself. I'm like, I can't get con plague. I do not want to get con plague. And I had Airborne on me with water bottles. So in case I just started feeling crap, I'm like, hey, I could strike first and nip it in the bud, essentially. And I also had hand sanitizer on me at all. I had it strapped to my backpack, the front, the strap of my backpack. So I was easy access. I had hand sanitizer strapped to that, and it didn't do shit. I still got fucking con plague, and it sucked. It sucked flying home with being sick. That was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. But don't get con plague, kids. If you're going to a convention, do better than what I did. Airborne and hand sanitizer won't cut it. You need to do more. You need to wear a biohazard suit or some shit like that. Anyway, but PAX overall, amazing. That's just my PAX recap video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.